Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to start on our knees. We're going to do a more strength-based practice, so really notice engaging the core and focusing on your breath. So when you're ready, coming down to your knees and allowing the tops of the feet to press into the earth. For some of us, we may choose to use a block underneath our sit bones if it's too much on the knees, or you can roll up a towel, placing it in between the legs, in between the knees. As you come to sit back, allow the palms to face down onto the thighs, closing down the eyes, relaxing the shoulders away from here. Notice the belly drawing in as the navel presses towards the back of the spine, lengthening through the crown. Imagine I have a piece of string and I'm lifting you inch by inch. Your spine is stacking, creating length. When you're ready, taking a moment in stillness, notice the breath. Breathing in what it is you are grateful for. Notice the belly rising. And as you exhale any worries or anything that no longer serves you, taking 3 more rounds. Last round. Acknowledging how it is the body feels, acknowledging any niggles, any knots. And as you exhale, imagine these areas gently softening. When you're ready, gently flickering the eyes open as we peel the arms out nice and wide. Inhale, reaching the fingertips towards the sky, palms kiss overhead. Exhale as the thumbs brush across the face, floating through your heart center, remaining out in front of your sternum. Press the palms together, allow the chest to open. And as you exhale, releasing the right arm as it comes over behind the back to the left hip. The left hand comes to the outer edge of that right knee. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale as you find that nice deep twist, taking the gaze over your right shoulder, twisting through the torso. Inhale to lift, open the chest, proud heart. Exhale, gaze comes over, one last breath. Your next exhale, gently releasing all the way back to center as we peel the palms out, shoulders draw back towards one another. Palms sweep overhead, lengthening through the outer edges of the body, palms kiss. Exhale. Thumbs brush across the face, floating through your heart center. As the palms come to your heart center, press them together nice and strong, opening the chest. With your exhale, releasing, right hand comes to the outer edge of the left leg. Left arm sweeps behind, meeting that right hip. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, taking the gaze over the left shoulder, finding that twist. Inhale, proud heart, open the chest. Exhale, deeper twist, one more breath. When you're ready, releasing all the way back to center, fingertips press into the earth beside you. Lifting the knees as we lean back, knees hover off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lowering, allow the palms to press into the earth. As you come to your tabletop position, wrist, elbows, and shoulders stacked. Allow the knees to press beneath the hips, drawing the belly, navel presses towards the spine. Then taking into consideration that my voice is just a guide, moving with the flow of your breath, the comfort of your body. When you're ready, drop the belly, inhale, take the gaze up. Breathing, exhale, rounding through the back. Navel presses towards the spine, gaze comes in between the thighs. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, gaze comes up. Exhale, relax. Navel presses towards the spine, reaching. Imagine I have a piece of string drawing your tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly. As you continue to move through your cat and cow, open the chest. Proud heart, relax the third eye. As you continue to move through the spine, 3 more rounds. Last round. Inhale. Exhale, letting it all go. Last round. Eventually meeting back in that neutral position, tabletop. Press the palms into the earth. Allow the toes to tuck, coming back into your plank position. Engage in the belly. Dropping the bum just slightly. Wrists, elbows, shoulders stack. When you're ready, keeping the hips nice and still, lift that right leg hover, right knee bends into the right elbow. Exhale, step it back. Nice, keeping those hips nice and steady, left knee bends, meeting left elbow. Continuing this, keeping the hips nice and still, we have 10. Nice, slow, mindful movements, lengthening through the body. 9. 8. Warming up the shoulders. 7. 6. 5. Almost there, halfway. 3. Nice strong core. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Lowering the knees, allowing the toes to meet, coming into your wide-legged child's pose. Allowing the glutes to meet the heels, reaching to the top corners of your mat, forehead rest. Knowing that your child pose is available for you at any stage throughout your practice. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, press the palms into your mat, pull your chest forward, feet separate, pressing all the way up, opening the chest. Glutes engaged. Press back. Tailbone and heels meet. Inhale. Exhale, press forward, open the chest, lift the heart. 2 more rounds. Last round. When you're ready, meeting back in your tabletop position, allowing the toes to tuck, tailboneless, meeting in your downward dog. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Gentle bending the knees as the heels lift. Allowing the chest to meet the thighs, pressing together. Tailbone lifts a little higher, beginning to straighten into the legs. Know that that micro bend in the knees is completely fine. We're still warming up. Palms press into the earth, shoulders relax. Lift the heels. Exhale, press all the way back down. Lift the heels. Press all the way back down. Nice. When you're ready, right palm presses into the mat. The left hand meets the left calf for 3. 2, 1, release. Switching sides, left palm presses into the mat, right hand lifts, reaching the calf for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Palms press back into the earth, gaze comes forward, tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat. Hands coming with outer edges of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the palms out wide, reverse swan dive all the way up. Reaching through the outer side of the body. Exhale, thumbs brush across the face, floating through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Allowing the thumbs to meet in the elbow creases. Taking the feet a little wider so they're hip distance apart. And gently ragdoll from side to side. Imagine your head is awake, letting it hang nice and heavy. Creating a gentle figure of 8. Becoming heavier and heavier. All 4 corners of the feet pressed into the earth. Eventually finding stillness, fingertips brush the earth, brushing through the front of the body, all the way to rise. Nice strong core, shoulders and knees big. Exhale, moving into Dasana. Lifting up the toes, all 4 corners of the feet press into the mat. Squeezing that little crease line of glute as you draw up through your belly, proud shoulders. When you're ready, bend the knees, peel the arms nice and wide. Lengthening the body, palms kiss. Exhale as we float all the way back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Allowing the palms to press into the earth. Right foot steps back, followed by the left. Left palm presses into the earth. As we make our way to a side plank, option to lower that left knee, sweeping the left foot out, or keeping the feet lifted, stack or staggering the feet as you peel the right arm nice and high. Strong core. Notice if that left hip, that right hip's rotating over. Simply stack the left and right hip, lifting the left a little higher. Reaching the right fingertips for the sky. Nice. When you're ready, right hand reaches over the top. Option to remain here or for a little bit of a challenge working through the obliques. Right knee, right elbow meet. Exhale, press away. We've got 5. Moving with the flow of your breath. 4. 3. Nice. Almost there. Keep going. 2. And 1. When you're ready, take a hold behind that right knee. Step the right foot up to the top of your mat so that the left hand is inside of that right arch. Lower the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, right arm begins to lift. Finding that twist. Option to sweep your right hand as you press into your lower back, sinking a little deeper. Gaze comes over the right shoulder. One more breath. When you're ready, release the right hand as it sweeps back to frame that right foot. All 4 corners of the right foot press into the earth. Peeling up all the way to your low plank. Drawing that belly in. Sinking a little deeper. Allowing the fingers to interlace as they wrap around the right hamstring. Or thigh. Pressing forward. Take the gaze up. Nice. When you're ready, peel the palms nice and wide. Reaching low back. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes behind. Warrior 2. Hinge the hips forward, invert the right palm, peaceful warrior. Taking the left hand to the back of the left thigh. 1 more, finding that deep stretch through the right side of the body. 1 more breath. Exhale, windmill the arms, frame the right foot, stepping all the way back, high plank. When you're ready, press back, meeting in your downward dog. Gaze comes in between the legs, palms press into the earth. Lift the toes. Heels press back down. Remember to keep that slight micro bend in the knees if that feels nice for you. Allowing the tailbone to sink a little higher. Chest pressing towards the thighs. 1 more breath. Nice. When you're ready, ripple the body all the way forward. Arriving in that high plank position. Wrist, elbow, shoulders stack. As we move to the opposite side, allowing the right palm to press into the earth. Option to lower that right knee, sweeping the foot behind you, or stack or staggering the feet. Notice if that left hip's rotating. Allow the right and left hip to stack, drawing into the belly. Lifting the left fingertips towards the sky. Option to remain here. Or if you did so on the other side and you'd like to work through the obliques, reaching that left arm over the top. Left leg lifts. We're here for 5. Moving with your breath. 3. Nice. 2. And last one. This time we take a hold behind that left knee, step the left foot to the top of your mat as the right palm presses to the inside arch of your left foot. Right knee lowers, untucking the toes, the left palm peels all the way towards the sky. Finding that twist. Option to remain here, or left palm presses into that lower back. Finding that deeper twist, gaze comes over the left shoulder. One more deep belly breath. When you're ready, left fingertips brush the earth, engaging the core, all 4 corners of the left foot, peel nice and high. Reaching the fingertips towards the sky, reaching from the hips all the way through the obliques. Finding length, shoulders relax. Interlace the fingers. Allow them to wrap around that left leg, drawing it forward, opening up into the hips. One more breath. When you're ready, peel the arms nice and high. Left arm comes forward, right arm comes behind, warrior 2. Strong warrior. Taking the gaze, seeing if the fingers are reaching all the way to the front and the back. Hinging the hips forward, inverting the left palm. Right arm slides down the back of the leg. Reaching through that left side of the body. 2 breaths. Exhale, windmill the arms as we frame the front foot, tucking the right toes, lifting that right knee, step left foot back, high plank. When you're ready, keeping the elbows tucked as we arrive in our high plank. Lowering, hovering just off the mat. Tops of the feet press into you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, press back, downward dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, greatness, mindfulness. Exhale, any tension. One more breath. When you're ready, left foot plants, right leg begins to lift. Inhale as you pull the body forward to high plank. Right knee meets right elbow. Exhale, press away. 3-legged dog. Inhale as the body, right knee comes across the body, meeting the left elbow. Exhale, press back. One more round, either side. This time when you're ready, reaching that right knee to the left elbow. Right foot plants to the outer edge of that left hand. Ball and star as we peel the left fingertips all the way towards the sky. Nice deep breath. Squeeze those hips. Lift that left hip a little higher. 3. Shoulders relax. Left hand plants back down. Lifting that left knee towards the chest. Lower and hover. Inhale to lift. Lower to hover. Inhale to lift. Nice. This time silently planting that left foot. That right foot, sorry. The left hand comes to the inside arch of the right foot. Inhale to peel and lift. Reaching the right fingertips towards the sky. Shoulders stacked, one more breath. Keeping that back leg nice and straight. Exhale, right fingertips brush the earth, right foot presses in. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to press the right foot into the earth, step forward, but we're not going to allow the left foot to touch the mat. So when you're ready, lunging forward, left knee meets the chest. Nice, keeping that left leg nice and lifted, taking the hands to the hips, seeing if they're nice and even. When you're ready, begin to press back. Right leg stays straight. Nice, hands stay at the hips. Left toes draw towards your face. Belly draws in, crown and left heel press away. Peeling the arms behind you, warrior three. Nice strong right glute. Chest and belly lifted. Beginning to bend into that right knee. Tucking the left toes as they plant. Outer edge of the foot, left foot presses in, warrior two. Right heel and left heel are in line. Right knee and ankle in line. Warrior two, peeling those inner thighs open, shoulders relax. Nice, one more breath. Hinge the hips forward, invert the right palm, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Hands come to your heart center, turning those left toes in, the heel begins to lift. Taking the gaze over to your right. Allowing that left elbow to hook over that right knee. Palms pressed together. Gaze comes over the right shoulder. You have 3, 2, and 1. Peeling up nice and high, returning to that high plank position. Exhale, left hand floats to the inside arch of the right foot. Right leg lifts, right palm lifts, side plank. When you're ready, lift the hips a little higher. You have 5. Continue your breath. 3, squeeze those glutes. 2, right hand lowers. Option to come through a 3-legged flow or your vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press back. Downward dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, mindfulness and greatness. Exhale, any worries that no longer serve you. Relax the shoulders. Right foot presses into the earth. Inhale, left leg begins to rise, 3-legged dog. As you ripple the body forward, shoulders stack over the wrists, left elbow and knee meet. Inhale, press back, 3-legged dog. Drawing the left knee across the body as we ripple forward. Left knee meets right elbow. Exhale, press back. 2 more. 1 on either side. Moving with the flow of your breath. This time, right knee ripples forward, coming to meet that, left knee ripples forward, getting confused. Right meeting the right elbow, planting the left foot to the outer edge of the right hand. Fallen star, right arm reaches towards the sky, lifting those hips. We're here for 3 breaths. Reaching those fingertips a little higher, last breath. Exhale, release. Right hand. Right knee draws towards, left knee draws towards the chest. Lower, lift. Nice, lower. Use that strength, lift. 1 more. Lift. Beautiful. Silently planting that left foot. Nice. Allowing The shoulders to relax. All four corners of the left foot pressing into the earth. When you're ready, engaging the core as we begin to inhale, lifting nice and high. Reaching through the outer edges of the body, navel draws in, sinking even deeper. Nice. Shoulders relax. Palms kiss. Exhale as the hands come to your heart center. Opening the chest. When you're ready, drawing the hands towards the hips. As we come forward, we're going to keep that right leg lifted. Remember, we're not placing it on the earth. All four corners of the left foot pressing, right knee draws towards the chest. Hands return to your heart center. Evening the hips, squeezing that left glute. Option to keep your hands at your sternum at your heart center or taking them down to the hips as you draw the right toes towards your face. Begin to press back. The left foot plants into the earth. The right heel presses away from the ground. Getting the wobbles, that's completely okay. Option to peel the arms back into your warrior two. Continue with your breath. When you're ready, begin to bend into that left knee. Planting those right toes, planting the outer edge of the right foot. The left heel and right heel are in line. Landing in your warrior two, left arm comes forward, right arm comes behind. Notice the inner thighs, the sensation peeling open. Inhale and exhale to sink a little deeper. Shoulders relax, hinging the hips forward, inverting the left palm. Right hand creeps down the back of the leg. Noticing that nice deep stretch through the left side of the body. Exhale, warrior two. Hands come to your heart center. Right toes to the knee. Right heel lifts. Allowing the gaze to come over to your left. Right arm hooks over the left knee. Palms press together. Taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Keeping that right leg nice and strong. Finding that deep twist. One more breath. As we twist, we nourish into our digestion. Allowing things to continue to flow. Inhale. Checking that that left knee is in line with the ankle. We don't want it creeping in. Exhale as the right palm presses to the earth inside of the left arch. As you begin to pick that left foot up, drawing it all the way back, meeting in your side plank. Squeezing those glutes, the right hip lifts the left. When you're ready, the left palm presses beneath the shoulder, coming through your vinyasa. Option three-legged, your choice. Elbows stay low. Inhale, lifting the chest, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, press back. As we come through one last standing series, giving it everything you've got. Nice mindful movements. Left leg presses into the earth. Right foot begins to lift three-legged dog. Yawning that right knee as we stack the right hip upon the left. Shoulders remain square. Taking the gaze underneath your right armpit. Nice. When you're ready, beginning to straighten that right leg. Ripple the body forward. Right knee meets the chest. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Last round. Nice. Silently planting that right foot. When you're ready, left fingertips press to the inside or just out in front of that right foot. As we peel the back foot off the mat, beginning to peel the right arm to our reverse moon. Quite a challenge. Option to take a block or allow your fingertips to press just down in front of that right foot. Squeezing that right glute. Right arm reaches for 3, 2, and 1. Left foot plants. Frame that right foot. Allow the upper back to round slightly as you silently draw that right knee towards the chest. 3-legged dog. Yawn that right hip open. Option to remain here or flip your dog. Hips lift. Lifting those hips a little higher. Allow the breath to flow, hitting the back of the throat, rising the belly for 3, 2, 1. Right hand presses into the earth, coming through your Vinyasa. Lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Moving straight to the opposite side, the right foot plants into the earth. Left foot begins to rise. Yawning that left knee open. Shoulders remain square. Beginning to straighten into that left leg. When you're ready, we pull the body forward. Left knee meets the chest. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Last one, flowing with your breath. When you're ready, left foot plants. Right fingertips meet just down in front of that right hand or taking a hold of your block. Engaging the glutes, belly draws in. As we begin to lift that right foot, left hand peels towards the sky. If you're like me and extremely tight through the legs at the moment, you will definitely feel this. As we move into our reverse Ardha Chandrasana, see if you can lift that right leg a little higher for your last 2 breaths. Oh, getting the bubbles. Last one. Lift. Lower that right leg. Frame the left foot. Rounding the upper back. Allow that left leg to lift silently. And then press back. 3-legged dog. Yawning that left hip open. Option to remain here in your crooked dog or flipping your dog. The toes press into the earth. Lift the hips, extend. Notice with each breath that belly rising. As you lift the fingertips for 3. Lift the hips 2. 1. Begin to press that left palm beneath the shoulder. Option to come through your 3-legged flow. It's our last flow, giving it everything we've got. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press back. Downward dog. Pedaling it out, holding here for 3. 2 more breaths. When you're ready, begin to lower the knees. Keep the toes nice and tucked as you walk the hands back to sit on the heels. Closing down the eyes as we take a moment here. Reconnecting with your breath. Reconnecting with what it is you are grateful for. Allowing that to flow throughout your entire body. When you're ready, gently flicker the eyes open, taking the feet out in front of you. Allowing the toes to draw towards your face. Lifting up as you nourish the sit bones into the earth. Lifting through the chest, the core. Inhale as you peel the arms out wide. Reaching from the left to the right hip all the way to your fingertips. Exhale as you mount the chest, coming all the way forward. Taking hold of the calves, wrapping the index and the pointer finger around your toes or the outer edges of your feet. If this isn't enough for you, you can take a block at the end of your feet. Holding on to that. Inhale to lift the heart a little bit. Exhale as we melt, sinking deeper. Three deep belly breaths, exactly where you are. Last breath. And on your exhale, gently release the fingertips as they brush the earth, or brush the front of the legs. Allow the knees to bend. Allow the knees, the toes to glue together. Palms come behind the legs to the hamstrings. When you're ready, engage the belly. Begin to lift the feet. As we make our way to our Navasana, option to release, extending the legs. We're going to lower and hover the right leg. Engaging the belly, tapping your core, checking that it's turned on, left. We have 10, 9, keeping the hips nice and still, 8, 7, 6, nice, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. On 5, we begin to lower to our mat. 4. Nice and slowly. 3. Getting the shakes. 2. And 1. Releasing all the way down. I'm just going to shimmy down the mat. Allowing the knees to bend. Checking that you can tap the heels with your fingers. Nice strong inner thighs. You may choose to take a block in between your thighs. As we tuck the right shoulder under, followed by the left. Draw the navel to the back of the spine. So notice that lower back pressing into the mat. As you squeeze the glutes, the inner thighs begin to lift. As the hips lift towards the sky. Making your way into your bridge. We're going to lower and hover just off the mat. Lift. We have 10, 9. Squeeze those glutes. 8, 7, 6, 5, nice, 4, 3, 2. On our last one, we're going to stay lifted nice and high. Lifting the left heel. You may need to slide your feet back a little. Lifting the right. Beautiful. We're going to take the knees in and out. Squeezing those glutes for 10. Last little bit. 9, 8, 7. Keep going. You've got this. 6. Beautiful. 5, 4. Good work. 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Staying lifted. Squeeze. Last little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2. And gently lower. One vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Taking the feet mat with the palm. Gently windscreen wiping those knees from side to side. We have one last little bit of core workout before we make our way into our Shavasana. Focusing on our breath. When you're ready, taking the knees into a tabletop position. 90-degree angle from within the hips. So you don't want the knees to draw over the hips. You want them in line. Drawing the back, lower back to press into the earth. Tapping your belly, your lower core to see if it's turned on, your pelvis. When you're ready, lifting the shoulders just off the mat. Nice. Keeping the hands at your hips, lowering the left leg. Taking it back in line with the hip, right leg. Checking that that back's pressing in. We have 10, 9. You can place your palms to make sure that your hips don't come back. We've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in towards the chest, wrap the forearms around, giving ourselves a great big hug. When you're ready, extend out into a starfish, letting it all go. As you take a nice deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth, sighing out. As you allow the arms to relax behind you, top of the hands rest on the earth, palms face towards the sky. Notice the shoulders sinking deeper into the mat. Notice the sit bones as they nourish you, imagining it's pressing into the sand. As you take as much time as you need, noticing what it is you have learned, how it is your body feels. As we move through our practice each day, it's different. Just like our everyday lives. As you take as much time as you need. An option to remain in your Shavasana or making your way to a seated meditation. Seeing if you can take a few moments here in the energy that you've created for yourself. I thank you so much for joining me through this Vinyasa strength-based practice. Allow yourself space and time for what it is that is important to you. I thank you so much for joining me. And namaste.